Hello everyone. If you've ever traveled like me, I'm sure you have had the experience of, oh my god, I have to pack. How much do I want to pack? How much do I need to pack? Am I going to overpack? There's so many packing woes. And there are questions of what do you need versus what do you need? I'm naturally a light packer, but that's not how I got there. I originally would overpack so much, 3 bags, filled to the brim. I would get home from my trip and I would only have worn 3 outfits. All that extra space, all that extra weight carrying around didn't mean anything. So then I started really kind of picking and choosing. When I would get home from a trip, I would take out all the dirty clothes, wash those, and that's what I would repack because I knew that's what I wore before. I didn't wear any of this other stuff until I got on my trip, and then I realized, oh wait, that outfit would have been nice. But that's for another time. So if you're following the theme from my last speech, it's very travel related. I do fly for a living, so we're going to continue in that theme. And this is how I have found to effectively pack a suitcase. You have to always look at where you're going, what type of bag is available to you. I have a medium-ish sized bag. I'll be going on a 4-day trip. And this is really all that I need now for my 4-day. I don't need 3 or 4 bags. So where are you going for what reason? Are you going for work? Are you going for vacation? In this case, I'm going for work. You might be going for vacation, so your needs might be a little bit different. But overall, there's a lot of techniques I think that really work in figuring out what to go into this. The size of bag that's available to you, like I said, I have a medium-sized bag. This is the bag that I'll be using. Relatively small, carry-on size, doesn't need to be checked in. And organization is important. I really like to keep everything together and maximize the space inside the main compartment. For this demonstration, my colorful socks will represent my underwear, just not to show all those pleasantries to everybody. And you know, I like to keep everything almost in order. So as I use an article of clothing, I can put it back in my bag, but I know that it's been worn before, so it starts to kind of cycle through. So when I get home, everything is, in a way, not reused and kind of separated as we go. So I always start with my shoes in my shoe bag, wound up nice and tight, and I like to fill in the dead space in a suitcase. If you're familiar, there's a lot of the, you know, like the wheel cavities here, and where the handle retracts into the bag. So a lot of that can be dead space. So a shoe bag folded in, it's nice and well there. And then I take my gym shorts for my pleasure experiences or just working out or just walking around, stuff's in perfectly right there. And then followed by my socks and underwear. Once again, filling in all that dead space. And then my regular tennis shoe socks fills in all that dead space next to my shoes perfectly. And then rolling clothes is really important if you're trying to save space. You can get twice as many articles of clothing in your bag if you roll everything because it's cutting your space in half. So easy undershirts, just fold it up. That's about as far as I get folding wise. And then just roll them down nice and tight. And they fit perfectly, once again, in that dead space along the wheel well, as you can see right there. And then I like to layer all of my clothes on top of that. Since I'm only not going away for a very long time, just regular folded up clothes. I have my outfits that I know I'm going to wear. And I set those in right on top, nice and layered down. A swimsuit, not going anywhere warm, but you never know what could happen, especially if you're a flight attendant. You might get rerouted, and that fits right on top of there, still keeping a nice even layer through everything. And then as I use a shirt, it's just going to get cycled down to the bottom. Jeans for when I'm not at work, I'm walking around whatever city I'm in. It's perfectly right in that spot there. Still everything's on that same layer. And then I'm going to strap everything down. That's going to keep it nice and secure. And I still have all this space available to me right here. Followed by my uniform pieces, toiletry bags right on top, and a travel pillow right on top for easy access. And then in this top pocket here, I like to put my flip-flops, copies of my travel documents and laundry wipes. Those are always in handy, as well as any like bag fresheners. That way they're just kind of free-flowing around, nice and secured. And my toiletry bags, I just like to stow them upright. So when I'm rolling through an airport, when I stow them into a bag, overhead bin, they don't get, if something busts open, it doesn't make a mess. So in summary, we decided where we're going and what our reason is for, and what size of bag you would need for that trip. Like I said, if you're going on a longer vacation, you might need more. You might need a steamer trunk. This is how I have effectively found to pack a bag, and I hope that the next time you're packing a bag in search of your travel experiences, you think back on some of these techniques and they help you in your travel woes. Thank you.